Christmas was little Fran Stein's favorite holiday. She looked forward to Santa Claus and his sleigh. But Frannie learned at school that day that there's no Santa, much to her dismay. It was Gloria Ostriger that first told her. Gloria was Frannie's friend who was 2 years older.
I thought you knew.
Gloria Ostriger sneered.
It's your parents, not the fat guy in the silly white beard.
It was then Fran's schoolmates began to tease her. They laughed and pointed, which did not please her. Fran ran home, sniffing and crying. She thought to herself, they must all be lying. She told her father what Gloria said. He replied,
"Of course there's no Santa. Now run off to bed."
Fran was mortified and felt as if she'd been punched. So she went to tell her brother, who was a year younger and slightly hunched.
There's no Santa Claus, Kenny. What are we to do?
Kenny, who had a cold, replied with,
Achoo!
But that mere sneeze triggered a thought in Fran's head. A thought so deliciously wicked and full of dark dread.
St. Nick's a tradition. They can't let us kids down. This Christmas Eve, Santa Claus is coming to town.
So that very nightfall, which was cold and scary, Ken and Fran tiptoed off to the local cemetery. Frannie Stein carried a flashlight held close to her side, while Kenny carried 2 shovels, 3 sacks, and a jar of formaldehyde. They were grungy all over, from their caps to their socks. Got home and put their goods in Kenny's toy box. They were glad to get out of the awful weather, took a hot shower, but not together. And so Fran and Ken Stein worked night after night to make their creation, which was a horrible sight. Staples, glue, bits of string, and tape constructed their Santa into a monstrous shape. Its beard was not typically white and fluffy, but wormy, dirty, and a bit scruffy. One of its arms was longer than the other, but they were proud of their creation as sister and brother.
This is the new improved Santa,
Fran said with a sigh. She looked at her creature, and with a twitch in her eye, she smiled at Kenny, a silky grin, and said to her brother,
Plug him in.
With a crackle and pop and the smell of burnt bread, yellow eyes flicked open, and to living from dead, the Santa mumbled,
Merry Christmas.
And Fran was guessing. It was off to Gloria Ostriger's home to teach her a lesson. The Santa left through the bedroom wall, and Fran murmured,
There is a Santa, after all.
The end of the story is not very funny. You see, Fran's just learned there's no Easter Bunny.